The artist that we are studying today is called the street artist Kelsey Montague. She is an international street artist, and she does a lot of her artwork just out on the streets and on buildings, and has kind of recently branched out more to doing other types of artwork. So, an introduction to Kelsey. This is her website at Kelsey Montague Art. And as you can see, that's a picture of her. She's an artist who is interactive with her art. She's got public art, and mainly her murals are specifically to invite people into her piece and have them share in the experience online. So she basically just wants you to take a picture and experience it. She studied in Florence. And then also graduated from London with a degree in art, design, and media. And then she spent 4 years in New York City just kind of developing her pen and ink style. She said people have asked her where her designs come from, and she says she honestly doesn't know. She just knows that when she starts drawing, she completely loses herself in the images that she draws, and she just enjoys creating them. So also, you'll see below, these are some of the works where her work has been mentioned in, and on the sides you'll see, like Tim Burton did an interview with her that you'll see, other upcoming murals that she has, and other projects are all on that side there. But she's been mentioned in New York Times. She's been mentioned, actually her work has been with the Taylor Swift show, Carly Rae Jepsen, and just a variety of other things, as you can see. And her talent, she's done different things with United Airlines, Coca-Cola, and a few other things. So she's had her work out. Now, some examples of Kelsey's work. You can see right here some more examples of Kelsey Montague's art. So what she did is she is making these coloring books that she actually did sketches, and then she's selling them as coloring books. She showed some examples of the flowers that she used, and then also kind of did a mixed media where she shows real flowers and then her drawings of flowers, which is pretty cool. Another example is she'll add in candy and take a picture of her drawing after she's done that and have that be part of her art. So it doesn't always have to be where the candy has to live forever. It could just be the image. Here's one of her wings. She's known for her different wings that she paints on the sides of buildings with these giant pens. So she always hashtags what lifts you. Here's another one. She did this in the St. Geron, because she travels all over the place. So this is a mural where she did all those intricate designs in the palm tree itself, and then the swing. And her whole idea is that you interact with her artwork. Here's another one with some pop. Here's a dog can even participate. She likes to also take pictures where she'll draw something and then hold it up to her camera and have somebody stand far back as if they're interacting with her artwork that way. Here's like the beach that she's staying at. She also did a coloring kit giveaway where she worked with Crayola and a few others and had some of her drawings and so forth that you could get with her artwork on them. She does a lot of different projects for different shows that are taking place. This is for United Nations. This was in Switzerland. Here's another dog. This is something I enjoy. She made 2 swings, and basically the swings, as she calls them, are memories for best friends. So these are all the memories that she feels if 2 best friends sit on them, or if you're sitting with your brother or sister or your mom or dad or grandma, whoever you interact with, you can share the memories with the tree. Here's her interacting with her artwork in buildings in New York City. She's in the airport a lot, so it's a car, and she did that at the top of the airport. Here's more of her What Lifts You wings. And this is New York, and the man, and he's fishing in the city. And this one is really unique. She said during her trip to Hong Kong, she met a young artist, somebody around your age, and that young artist drew this, and she drew the other side. So it's a collaboration of two artists. And this one is If You Could Make a Wish. So she has several more. You can always check it out at her website, KelseyMontagueArt.com. Alright, so the next thing is here is a little video. She fast forwarded it and put this on her blog as well. But this shows her process of how she makes these large wings that she hangs up for some of her shows. Instead of putting it on buildings, these can be moved. So here's a quick little snippet of how it works. So you see she kind of outlines first. She works with the both sides. And again, this is zoomed in and sped up. But that's why artists usually they take a break and add in more details, come back, add in a little bit more, but she's trying to make those cohesive where they work together. And she does mainly work in black and white. So the next one. Here's her interview with Tim Burton, which is pretty cool.
My name is Kelsey Montague, and I'm a street artist. Since I can remember, I've been drawing angel wings and feathers, and I grew up going into my grandfather's painting studio, and he always had a bird in every one of his paintings, and for him it was very spiritual. That whole notion of like lifting just kept coming down through the family line. These pieces are for other people. Whoever walks by, it becomes their wings. I want people to not only feel creative and inspired, but I want people to feel like they have the choice to change their lives, and it's okay that you go for it.
So that's pretty neat that she has that. Alright. So for how she does her work, I'm sure a lot of you are like, those are huge. How does she do that? She actually uses a crane on the side of the building that she's working on, and she has it move up and down so she can draw her large pieces. So for our project, similar to her best friend's tree and how they're reacting and different things like that, I was thinking that with our papers that you're going to have, you can basically, we're going to make like a cape, since our idea this year is that we all have superpowers, that we can, for Parent Visitation Day or throughout the year, it could be your project where you create this cool design, and we're going to build it into either like a cape, or we can do the same thing with the swing. So today what I'll have you do is just work on your design, and then as a class we can come up with how we want to create our design and cut it and put it all together. So for your project, these are the materials you'll need. You'll need a pencil, you'll need a black marker. I've got examples of some doodle designs and what she's done, and then you need that little piece of paper. I would like you to, as you work on this today, I'm going to show you exactly how to go about doing it. So watch this quick little video. Alright, so you are going to be getting a square piece of paper. You're going to start off with a pencil, and then you're going to go over your pencil marks with a black marker. Now, I want you to take your time on this because you're going to spend the entire class period on it. If for some reason you finish early, you can always flip it over and see if you do a different design. But let's break our things into quadrants or different squares so we can do different patterns on here. You can make it any sort of design that you would like. So I'm using my ruler to break it out into almost like Mondrian, different little square groups. If you want to do an angle, you can, throwing in a diagonal line or different things. So I have this little bit here. And then I'm going to take my time and I'm going to add in different concepts of lines or patterns, and just this is where your free doodling comes from. She basically just kind of goes off of a theme in her head of how she's looking at something, so you can draw palm trees, you can draw cool little wiggles and designs all around. Just each area, I want you to spend the time and do a pattern inside of it, whatever inspires you. Like this could be like a big wave to me. And then maybe here I have the ocean waves, or I have like a beach ball that I want to throw in here. And decorate it however you want of your beach ball. Maybe this beach ball has little circles, little dots, polka dots on it. Maybe it's got a couple little stars. I want you to take your time and add design to it. So just like your Keith Haring's, you have motion lines. You could add motion lines on here. Maybe I add a sun to this little area here. It's basically what lifts you, what makes you happy, that we're going to add, and I'm going to help put this together on the wall. We're going to have an interactive wall for everybody in the school to be able to come and take a picture in front of your artwork. So you saw how she made the swing chairs and then had the come in from a tree. Maybe we use all of ours and turn it into a big cape where anybody coming by can take a picture with the cape and with your design. So as a group or a class, we can come up with what we want. Maybe I have turned this into a crazy wave, and I add a few more lines on the inside of it. Maybe I've got a bird or two flying. Maybe you see the top of a tree, or maybe an umbrella. Let's turn that into an umbrella. So I added in some good designs into this one little square here. And then maybe here you just keep adding. So looking at your table, you're going to see a variety of different designs that she's made. And some that are up close, some that are far away. And I just want you to take time and doodle. Maybe spend half the class doing the design and the other half the class going over it nicely with the black marker. Good luck. All right. So I know my video is upside down. I keep trying to fix it, but it wouldn't get fixed. So now what I want you guys to do is have fun making your design. Remember to inspire one another. The rules, as always, I want you to remain in your seat. If you have a question, raise your hand. Share the erasers at your table, but you know how I feel about erasers, so use it only if you truly need it. Otherwise, make beautiful oops. These are your designs, and they're going to be all put together, so no one's going to see any little mini mistake that you think might be a mistake. It might be the best thing you could have done. Use the entire time on your project for class, and add more details if you're done early, but also keep in mind of the time and try to see if you can get this done in the class period, okay? Otherwise, I hope you have a great time doing the project.